Hello, people. Angelo here, and welcome to an interesting thing. Since I decided, you know what, I was originally going to make a custom draft pool, but I decided against it. We're just going to do a normal draft pool. But yeah, this is my GM. I have muted the music, obviously, because copyright. In all honesty, though, then I also have the entrances, and I still got to turn off the commentators. But whatever, don't matter. We're kicking it off, and we're going to look through all these people and see who is popular. Walter is popular. Keep an eye on that. Walter and Brock seem to be the most popular guys. So, actually, never mind, there's 66. Okay, we're going with Brock. He's the most popular guy, so we need like two really popular guys to close this show, and we need two really popular women to open it. So we're going to start with Becky Lynch and Brock Lesnar. And then we're going to have Oscar. I should have probably actually had someone with good chemistry. Okay, Finn Balor has good chemistry. Now we just need a woman with good chemistry. It needs to be a heel. So let's go through heels. Shayna Baszler has good chemistry. I need some faces as well. And let's go with Big E. Angelo Dawkins. I'm looking for people with good matchups. Yeah, Randy Orton. I'm not sure why his popularity is so low, but it's decent enough. Samoa Joe's also good. And now we're going to hire one more person who's going to be a female. And I want it to be someone relatively decently ranked. I guess I could get John Morrison, actually. You know, we'll get John Morrison. And then we're done. That's going to be the end of our draft. And yes, now you've finally seen the GM. We have entered the Steiner Liner Express with Scott Steiner taking the reins of NXT UK. And it's truly going to be an interesting show, I'm sure of that. And we are facing... Can we accelerate this to skip all of them or not? Okay. So yeah, they're spending a lot of money here. Like, there's a reason I stopped, because it was just so much money being wasted and I didn't want to risk it. Because look at their budget. What is that budget? But yeah, we are facing Mitsuharu Misawa. They've got many, many more people on roster, but I feel like I've got a more overall balanced roster, which is designed to go with each other. So I feel like we have the advantage, at least in terms of roster, since they've got more contracts to pay and all that. And we have room to grow our roster, obviously, since we haven't got the full roster, so we can bring in like a legend of two. Anyway, now we can bring the game audio, and then we got Triple H with his and his yeah. I was born for this. Now get out of here before I throw a book at you. Now the title obviously is going to go on Randy Orton and Oscar. So we got a face and a heel. Generally, just because I feel like they're going to be the best overall. The most compatible. And of course, we'll look at the journal. We won't do it every week, but we're going to look. Yeah, I'm not going to pay attention to that. Because we need a good opener. So we've got Shayna Baszler and Oscar. And now John Morrison is going to charity promo. because that is good. And then we're gonna have Finn Balor versus Angelo Dawkins in the mid card. Just a balanced little thing, you know. And we're also gonna have Joe, trying to get Joe up there, you know. And then we got Randy Orton and Big E in the main event. So this is gonna be like our probably first major title battle. And I'm probably gonna watch the main event just because it's the champion competing. I could also watch the opening, but I feel like we better kick off with the main event, you know? Just feels more appropriate. So we're going to simulate this and hope it gives us a good rating. Yeah, nice opening. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Was it a good rating? Ooh. So apparently that was not that good of a match. Maybe we added a specialty to the match, it would have worked better. But right now, I just want to test things out with the opening week. Like, we have a good main event, it won't matter if our mid-card was kind of eh. But yeah, I think Brock might have to become a face purely just because he's one of our higher rated guys. You know, I feel like that is going to be important. Pretty sure entrances are turned off, but the game automatically did it anyway. Anyway, here we go with Big E versus Randy Orton. And immediately with a nerve hold, because submissions are overpowered and he's trying to cheese it. Big E coming in with a nerve hold, a classic move that's won many battles. But Randy Orton is just going right down to the heel tactics. And he's also doing a leg trap while doing it, preventing any posture ability from Big E, and now setting him up. And I think he's going for something dangerous. Never mind, takes it for a snake eyes, good old classic. But now taken outside where I originally thought he was going to, but Big E with the counter. Maybe setting up for a spike there, but he gets nothing as Randy Orton makes him eat fist and then changes it up, switching to the other hand, and a boot. Like, people call Triple H cold and calculating, but I have to say, if there's one man who gives Triple H a run for his money in the cold and calculating book, it is Randy Orton. He is truly a cold and calculating predator, but Big E's power may just be the thing needed to completely dismantle the mighty ability of Randy Orton. But no, Randy Orton gets these counters in constantly throughout the match, as that will very much wear down his opponent and get him the victory. And look at wear downs right here. Boston Crab holding it up. Looks sort of like a Walls of Jericho tribute to the Ayatollah of rock and roller right there. But Big E firing out, getting these big shots in, firing in still, but Randy Orton headbutt. I'm not sure how effective that was, but it seems to have got him back in control. And that was risky, but he goes to Samoa drop. And then goes after the arm, really just focusing on these arms for some reason. Maybe trying to limit the power game that Big E can unveil. Maybe just trying to keep him submissive to his offense. So he just wants to prevent those arms from getting around him, gripping his head, and flinging him around like a ragdoll. But the stomps now, Randy Orton. And an RKO, it could be over this early. Randy Orton with a quick victory, maybe? No, the ropes are too close. And Big E knew where they were. And Randy now going the elbow again, before finding the middle rope and get another elbow. Really working over that head, but taking a page out of Randy Orton's book. Copying what he did earlier and giving him the elbows to the face to counter. And it seems his arms are not hurt yet as he gives him a big boy suplex. And Randy Orton sprawling around on the floor, but it seemed to have confused Big E as Randy Orton now gets some offense in. But not enough as Big E... Oh, never mind. Big E missed. I was about to say back elbow and there's something big, but he missed. And now Randy Orton in control. And oh, no, 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 no. This is not good for Big E into the apron. The most dangerous part of the ring. outside the top rope, really. Like, that and the top rope are the places you do not want to be dropped. They are dangerous positions, and they are painful positions. And now taking them to the really thin padding, but Randy Orton getting right back in, obviously realizing it's not good to risk control, but never mind, he gets back out. Obviously not got the patience. He wants to dish out some punishment, and he carries on by slamming him into that thin mat again. And now on the outside, for some reason, going a bow and arrow. I don't get why Randy Orton's doing this. Like, it doesn't really make much sense, you know? It seems kind of pointless. Because he can't really win out here, but I guess draining his opponent out, wearing him out, slowly sapping him of his energy, and then releasing him. And Randy Orton getting in the ring, and I'm not sure why the ref is not counting. That is very odd right here. But oh, into the ground again. Really just taking advantage of the outside to just belittle Big E's advantages, you know? But Big E finally getting a move in. Could be a bit late here since Randy Orton's really taking advantage of the outside. He's really drained Big E of his strength. And oh, here we go. RKO. And we got some blood. The ketchup is sprayed. And again, the rope break. Saving Big E. And so Randy Orton taking him away from the ropes, trying to prevent any excuse. And doing it in reverse this time, the stomps. And oh, the last one right on the dome. Another RKO now, a bit close to the ropes again. Oh, he decides against the RKO. Wait, never mind. I was talking about the dangerousness of the top rope. But Big E stops it. And oh, here we go, Big E now with a beautiful power slam. He's got to find something big right here. He's got to find something big. And he gets it with the Big E Lanston splash. And now beating the drum. Here we go. Big ending. Turn it around with that. He may have just stole this. And the ropes are not close enough for Randy Orton to reach. But a kick out by Randy Orton. That was close. Wait, Big E on the top rope. What? Lars is quickly checking something. Then I see Big E on the top rope. Big E just being immense. Oh, the RKO attempted. But Big E preventing. And here we go. Oh, Randy Orton again with the reversal of that. And this could be what he's looking for. RKO maybe. No, send him to the corner. Maybe trying this again. Obviously finding the top rope suplex maybe. Randy Orton going top rope. Oh no. Here we go. From the top rope, the Ace Crusher, the RKO, the cutter is over. There is no way Big E is kicking out unless he somehow gets the ropes again. His hands slipped away. I don't think Big E's conscious. I think he's out cold, and Randy Orton's like, thank goodness that's over. Because that Big E, big ending, likely put him on edge. It likely put him on edge when he found himself get very close to the free, but that rope constantly saving Big E. But in the end, he was knocked unconscious. Like you could see there, he was out for a second. But he managed to fire back with the big splash. And I'm not sure what that's meant to be, but here we go. The color that ended it. And Randy Orton, your champion, pulls out a victory. It would have been kind of embarrassing if he lost here. Ironic considering the test save I did for this. Literally had the champion Randy Orton losing all the time. But it seems that's not the case in the canon, my GM. Since Randy Orton picks up a big victory to kick things off. And I'm not sure I agree with that scoring, but okay. Okay, I guess we're going to need to make it a bit more exciting, maybe tables matches or something. It don't matter, as long as the other show... Oh, never mind. Somehow they're going to have the Magic Tyler Breeze super popular rubbish. Yep. No, I absolutely despise that logic. I really do. I think I won this show, though, because I got the main event, and that's really important. So I think I won the show. I'm not sure what you're on about. What? Like, everyone was opposed. They were all different classifications. I apparently won this week, and I was on about how I think I barely scraped out with the main event victory. Because, of course, the main event is the prime time TV. We got the champion there. But Big E did pretty well, you know? Okay, we're going to kick this off with a Asuka Shayna Baszler match. And it's going to be a tables match this time. Then we're going to have a tire match with Randy Orton and Finn Balor. And then we're going to have Angelo Dawkins and Big E. And it's going to have interference from Brock Lesnar, who's going to attack Angelo Dawkins. Yes, it's a weird choice, but I decided to do it. And now John Morrison is going to do self-promo. Samoa Joe's going to do self-promo. Becky Lynch. And we actually have no one left. So I'm not sure what we're going to do. I guess we can't have a run in there. Maybe have a run in here. Yeah, I think we'll run in here. Becky Lynch. Okay, we need to buy someone this week. Because obviously we have a lack. I think buying one legend will be a good idea. I'm not sure who, though. We need someone with good popularity. Kevin Nash looks like a good choice, you know? And then we'll get a free agent who's a face. And I think if we base on popularity, we have Jey Uso's a good face. So we'll get Jey Uso as well. And there we go. We got a good show set up. So we've improved everything right there. We can actually get rid of the run-in now. We can put the run-in here. And have Kevin Nash come out of nowhere and attack Angelo Dawkins. Just making himself known, you know? Just making himself known. And then we'll have an Extreme Rules match. And maybe not a regular one. TLC actually might be a good idea. And we're going to watch the opening match this time. But I just need to try and force the ratings up a bit. So I'm just doing specialty matches here. And I want the run-in the mid-card because run-ins can cause a decrease in your rating massively. So we're going to watch this match and then we'll have the run-in the middle match just purely because of, like, stats and that. That's the only reason I would have the run-in in this match. But purely for stats, we're going to do that. And of course, the main event, I made an extremely expensive specialty match because I don't want the unmatching styles, like the not comparable styles, to sort of drain from the match. I want the match to still be remaining, like, high tier. At least for this week, you know. Where I just work out some talent, obviously. And we also continue rivalries because we have Big E and Randy Orton in a tag match. Oh, I accidentally paused it. But let's get into this. It's a tables match. Shayna Baszler versus Asuka again.
You only win this match by putting your opponent through a table. That's gotta hurt.
No worse than sitting next to you at this table, but I take your point, Saxton. Oh, God.
I should also probably get some more female superstars purely to try and beef up the women's roster. Like, 'cause I think I got a good comfy amount of male stars now, you know. And oh, triangle choke, kind of pointless here, but I guess training them out, trying to make them go to sleep so they can, you know, like, get the knockout. But oh, that slam counter might just do the same effect. And now firing out these kicks, Shayna Baszler trying to come back, but You can already see Asuka's... Oh, never mind. It seems Shayna Baszler has Asuka's number. Because did Asuka win last time? I think she did. But Shayna Baszler made us take advantage of this tables match and get the table finish. I'm not really sure you would call that. Would it be a technical knockout? I guess so. But Shayna Baszler now trying to take out one of Asuka's biggest weapons. But remember, she isn't just an arm warrior. She also has those kicks. And she just gave her a taste of the kicks. And she also has the hip attack, which is one of her most effective strikes. But of course, the kicks are very much what you're going to be focusing on. But countering the kick, slamming the head to the ground, and now beating them with her own arms, just driving these big forearms in now, just trying to get a bloodbath going. Oh, and more gut wrenches. The power on display is embarrassing. She's ragdolling her like a child. Is this even legal? I don't think that's illegal. And oh, returning the armbar. And oh, key lock variation. Trying to yank out of position. This can't be pleasant. Asuka's got to get out of that. Oh, that I'm not sure that's a good way to turn the arm, but she managed to get out. And those throat jabs do free her. Again, questionable legality, though. But right back to the... Why does she keep going for the arm? I don't get it. I don't get a recession with going after the arm, you know? And Asuka now dodging the kick and a dragon screw leg whip. And now trying her own whip, but taking it to the corner herself. And a forearm smash. But you can imagine her arms are slowly starting to feel the wear. Slowly starting to feel the drain. And that is why Asuka's getting the table in while she can. Before it becomes a bit of a challenge to carry it, you know? I'm throwing the table into her side, getting her up. And then giving her a slap to the face, sending her to the apron. While she sets up the table. Just trying to play the delaying game, you know? And a back spin kick as she gets into the ring. And now Asuka waiting for her, sizing her up. Waiting for something here. And a kick to the gut. And here we go. This is the hip attack I was talking about. The hip attack. Send her to the mat, crashing. And now what's she thinking? She's waiting. She's waiting. She doesn't go for anything, though. Gets her back up and goes for the Asuka lock. The chicken wing stretch. The chicken wing choke, actually. Never mind. And she is in danger. She is in danger. And now the hold's been released. Maybe just enough to get a table attack, but she's decided not to go after the table yet. She still wants to wear down her opponent a bit more. And I'm not sure what she's waiting for. She keeps waiting for something, and that allowed her opponent to whip her down. Like, I really am not sure what she was waiting for there, you know? And she just allowed her to get that. I'm not sure what's going on with Asuka here. Like, something is not right with Asuka. Like, she just seems out of it, you know? Allowing her opponent to get that beautiful side-on cutter. And all blocking. I think that may have been a finisher right there. May have been the choke, I believe. But not enough to get control. Asuka's still out of it. Maybe the arm damage, maybe the body damage, maybe all of that has done more than we thought. And maybe it's actually put Asuka on the edge of her seat. But never mind, Asuka with a clothesline. Send her over the top rope. But again, just standing there. It's strange. Oh, and into the table now. Making her flop down and going for the Asuka lock again? I don't get what's with Asuka. She's acting very unusual. She is acting very unusual right now. And oh, a choke now. By the champion. Like, something is not right with Asuka. But what is it? Oh, suplex. It's over. Okay. That's probably the most boring tables match I've ever seen in this game. They're usually not that boring. I've no idea what was wrong with Asuka there. She just acted very weird and then suddenly came out with an explosive clothesline and then suplexed her through the table. I'm not sure if Asuka was going into business for herself there, but really, I'm not impressed with that behavior. I maybe might make her put the title on the line next week because I'm not impressed with that. Like, if Asuka's going to be behaving like that, then is that what she did last week? I think she's going to need to defend that title to prove she deserves it, you know? Because that was very questionable. You know, it was very, very questionable.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, we had a decent card. Hopefully, it was better than anything Raw did. Yeah, I'm not sure. Not Raw, I mean NXT. I'm not sure what NXT's doing. What they do? Yeah, weird card. No wonder your main event sucked. Like, women's tag matches seem to never do well. Like, women's singles can do really well, as you've seen, even if they don't deserve it, but yeah, weird. Well, Kevin Nash has made himself noticed. And we're continuing. I don't think I've ever had such a, like, even with my test games, I don't think I've ever been so dominant. Like, we've really been holding it against NXT, but they aren't. Oh, never mind. Wow. They are not gaining fans. Like, usually on normal difficulty, the AI does a lot better. Like, because this is on normal, but usually the AI does better on normal, you know? I don't think I've ever seen an AI be so lackluster. Where she suspended that title and then she'll get a week off. You know? Yeah, that should be good. Okay, Asuka's going to be in the mid-card defending her title against Shayna Baszler. And she's going to run in on Asuka. Actually, never mind. And then we're going to have our least popular superstar, Samoa Joe, take on Brock Lesnar in the opening match. And then we're going to have Randy Orton facing Big E. And it's going to be a title match. And again, Kevin Nash is going to get involved. And it's going to be an Extreme Rules match as well. This is going to be an Extreme Rules match. Expensive show, but worth it, I think. I think it's worth it, you know? You better defend that title, I'm saying. Yeah, if you don't defend it, then you're losing the title. I don't care. Like, Randy Orton, I'm putting him in a situation where he can defend that title, you know? But Kevin Nash is going to get involved. Of course, and we're going to spectate this match. And he's going to be facing Brock Lesnar in what seems to possibly be a good match. At least I'm hoping, because this is Extreme Rules, isn't it? My throat. And so I'm hoping, like, this will go well. Like, if Samoa Joe gets the victory, it should get him, like, a good amount of, like, popularity, I would say. But, oh, Brock. Like, we have to remember, Brock is not one to... I don't think Brock's actually lost a match yet, has he? Like, someone would have to go back and check. But I don't think Brock's lost a match yet. So if he loses to Joe, that could be interesting. Okay, that was quite athletic from Brock. I didn't think Brock would do that. Because that was literally a deadlift flip. So he had no... Like, he literally was on the ground and while still partially in a crouched position, managed to flip. That shows skill, or Joe over-rotated it. It could be Joe over-rotated the move. Obviously, he's eager to prove himself in this big match opportunity with one of the most popular, if not the most popular guy in the brand. So he's eager to prove himself, eager to take that brass ring, maybe give himself a title shot if he wins. Because if he wins, he might be next in line for a title next month, you know? But of course, that all depends on this victory here, you know? It all depends on if Joe wins. Miss the axe handle. Brock seeming to be aware not to go too far out, as he knew Joe would go for the axe handle counter. And now he can box his way into his opponent and then throw him away like a sack of potatoes.
Not everyone's cut out for Extreme Rules. Maybe he wasn't ready.
And now, I'm not sure Brock went for the block, but Joe seemed to not fall for it, and now he's just making him eat posts. And fun out with a beautiful combination, Joe. Though both men still seem to be on the feeling out phase. But as I said again, like, Joe's got the most to gain out of this match, so he's going to be the first to get a weapon, very likely. And here we go. But Brock's seen it, punches him through the ladder. Tries to get something going, but gets blocked. And now Joe, elevated position. This could be really bad as he snake eyes him onto the worst point of the ring. That's going to be pointed metal snapping into your face. And now a butterfly suplex send him into the barricade. And Joe's really showing some ability here. Like, Brock is being forced to give something because it seems Brock's been finding it easy so far. And now Joe, the first true challenger. And Brock probably wasn't prepared. And with the Extreme Rules, this makes it even more dangerous for Brock. Because you're in that Extreme Rules scenario and you're really going to have to be careful not to really fall victim to the weapons. Butterfly suplex by Brock, returning the favor. He sends him into the barricade. And now big boxing punches here. Big haymakers to swing in. And then a beautiful snap variation suplex. And a fisherman buster to follow up. The Beast, the Mayor, and the Conqueror of Suplex City really bringing it. But Joe saying, if you're the Mayor, I'm about to be the Conqueror version 2. The superior Conqueror. The mightiest Conqueror. I'm going to be William the Conqueror, and I'm going to crush your army like no one has done before. It looked like he tried for another ladder attack, but Joe pushing the ladder into him, sending him back into the ring. I think he slightly caught the ladder on his way in as well, but Joe's really been the one using the ladder. And yet, Brock's been keeping even pace, even with the weapons used. That just shows you the power of Brock Lesnar and how dangerous he is, that you need all these advantages that you just beat with a ladder repeatedly and just keep on the outside to get, like, even with him, as Brock is the stack dominant. And here we go, showed his dominant with one of the most dominant moves in wrestling, the F5. And Joe in the red zone. A close kick out. A close call. Brock now just destroying the arm. His frustration at the kick out. Clear as day. Like, he doesn't believe that that was a legit kick out. He believes the ref's slow count, but of course he can't risk getting DQ'd by the ref, and so he's just going to destroy Samoa Joe with a powerbomb. Like, that's the thud we heard there. Samoa Joe's entire weight crashing center of the ring. And now Brock continuing his beatdown, his brutalization of Joe. Joe's just got to get one move off. One move to even it up. But Brock, constant reversals. And oh, here we go to Joe, the Samoan Blitz. And Brock is dazed. Brock is down, but Joe not taking advantage. Joe going for a weapon, not feeling like he can get it done yet. So he's grabbing another weapon, and it's a table. We know the bad times of tables where they just result in bad matches. But this match has actually been pretty good, so I don't think it really matters much. Oh, perfect setup for the muscle buster, and Joe's staring him down like, really, are you that much of a fool? But he made the mistake of taking too long, and now Brock, he's got it. Brock trying to get the F5 off, but being stopped. And ooh, not a good idea, but a smart way to capitalize on it anyway. Like, Samoa Joe probably wasn't very smart in German suplexing Brock, but the way he hit it into that apron was a genius way to do it. Into that, like, corner, and a toss now. Just keeping Brock in the danger zone. And another muscle buster countered by Brock Lesnar. And he goes for the Fisherman Buster once again. That's been a brutal move in this match. That's been an effective move. And Brock Lesnar has really been utilizing it to its fullest potential. And now Brock, he's got a weapon. And that's not a good sign. He's waiting for Joe. He's calling him to his feet saying, "Get up, Joe." And then he just nails him in the face and sets up the table. This could be the stone cold ending of Samoa Joe's dreams and opportunities. Oh no, he blocked it. Brock Lesnar setting up the F5 through the table. Block. Snap suplex. And now Joe making some space and to get another weapon. Joe's been introducing most weapons and they haven't always been benefiting him. But Brock Lesnar smart, staying outside the ring, giving him opportunity to get Joe back in. And oh, Joe just went nope and suplexes him into the stairs. No. Why do Joe? But Brock dodging a knee, somehow still in one piece. But he's taking it back to the ring. He's giving Joe the space, and then when he comes out, as he realizes Joey, no, he's telling Joe, "Get in, let's end this." Oh, and Brock another suplex. Oh, going old school here, the Brock clock. Elevating him into the air. Is it? Joe's somehow forcing his way out. But it's over. F5. Joe couldn't escape it a third time. And Brock Lesnar is your winner. Here's a few clips from the last match for us. Like, very competitive match though. Joe really showed his mettle. Just needs a bit more training.
Here is your winner, Brock Lesnar. The Beast was up against a ruthless opponent.
Like, but really close. Like, I think Joe could have got that opportunity. He just fell short, and now I think Brock may have to get it, you know? Depending, obviously. Depending. And goes Randy getting the win in a... Okay, I've never seen that before. Like, running that actually went good? Well, I guess it's a title match and it's like heel. So yeah, I guess it makes sense. Yeah, we dominated that week. Yeah, that's quite a dominant week. Quite a dominant week. And yeah, I think we're really dragging out here. So we did lose money, which isn't good. Very costly show. I think we can afford now a bit of a lower rated match. Because we just got 20,000 ahead of them, like, jeez. Anyway, I think that's enough for now, so I hope you enjoyed, people, and I'll see you in the next one, yeah? Peace.